Hello friends, I am coming with 3 friends. Look here. She is L, C, D. LCD. L stands for limit, C stands for continuity, D stands for differentiation. I told you before we go ahead with the calculus, we have to meet these 3 friends: limit, continuity and differentiation. Now let us start with the limit. What is a limit? Look here. Before we define what is a limit, let us try to understand by following example. Example number 1. Look here, it is a triangle here. 3 sides are there. Go on increasing the number of sides. No, 4 sides are there, 5 sides are there, 6, 7, 8 and so on. When we will reach 24 sides, and after that it will look like a circle. So what is the limit of triangle to become a circle is that we should go on increasing the number of sides. तो ट्राइंगल की लिमिट क्या है? सर्कल है. Let us take another example. Supposing there are 2 friends. एक फ्रेंड का बर्थडे है. अब देखिए केक काटने की बारी आ गई. They are having 2 plates. एक प्लेट में पूरा केक रख दिया, दूसरी प्लेट खाली है. अब जिसका बर्थडे है उसने केक काटा, हाफ केक अपने पास रख लिया, हाफ फ्रेंड को दे दिया. फिर क्या धुन सवार हुई उसके ऊपर. वो हाफ केक देता जा रहा है, देता जा रहा है, देता जा रहा है, देता जा रहा है. एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, डू यू थिंक क्या सारा केक उसके पास चला जाएगा? नो. जब भी उसने दिया है, हाफ दिया है, थोड़ा सा तो उसके पास बच ही जाएगा. इट विल नॉट बी कंप्लीट केक. इट विल बी समथिंग लेस देन दैट. सो व्हेन वी से लिमिट x गोज टू 1, 1 नहीं होता. 1 केक नहीं होता. 1 kg का केक है. यहाँ पे पहले उसने हाफ अपने पास रखा, हाफ आगे दे दिया, फिर हाफ का हाफ अपने पास रखता जा रहा है. क्या धुन सवार होगी? देता जा रहा है फ्रेंड को. सो एट द एंड ऑफ द डे he will not pass on the whole cake. Some cake will be left with him, and this is the limit. When we say x goes to 1, it is never 1. So let us take another example. Example number 3. Supposing there is hot season like this, and there is a fan here. It is having no cover. Table fan is there. It is on the table. The fellow is here. अब उसको गर्मी लग रही है. धीरे 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 वो पंखे की तरफ खिसकता जा रहा है, खिसकता जा रहा है, खिसकता जा रहा है. और यहाँ पे नंबर्स लगे हुए हैं. 1 से चालू हुआ, धीरे 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 वो 3 की तरफ जाना चाहता है. डू यू थिंक दैट ही विल गो टू एग्जैक्टली एट 3? नो. इस फैन के ऊपर कवर नहीं लगा हुआ है. टेबल फैन के ऊपर कवर नहीं है. नाक कट जाएगा. ही विल नेवर रीच 3. कितना भी नज़दीक चला जाएगा, बट ही विल नॉट गो एट 3. दिस इज द लिमिट. सो लिमिट x गोज टू a f(x). लिमिट किसकी देखते हैं? फंक्शन की. एंड द लिमिट इज L. नाउ लेट अस गो फर्दर. आई एम coming with some mnemonics on limits. The mnemonic is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 5 times. 5 times 3. Limit mnemonic. It is a silly mnemonic. Why we are going at when it is silly? but it helps. But it helps. Now, it helps you to remember that two things. It helps you to remember two things about limits. It helps you to remember two things about continuity and one thing about derivatives. These are 5. So, out of 5, it helps you to remember two things about limits, two things about continuity, and one thing about derivatives. Why it is silly, it is explained on the next page. Look, I am bringing the next one. It is there. Limit 3, 3, 3, 3, 5 times. It has 5 letters. Why it is silly? Now what you should do, convert this t in terms of L. अब ये लिमिट क्या बन गया? लिमिल, LIMIL. Write L instead of T. Now look here, there are 2 L here. It means there are 2 L means there are 2 things we have to learn about limits. There are 2 I there. There are 2 I there. Continuity, it ends with I. Y means I. It gives sound of I. So there are 2 things about continuity we have to remember. And there is one M. Derivative means slope, and slope is written with M. So these are 5 things. So it is explained on the next page. Now look here. This is the mnemonic. Penta 3, 5 times 3 limit mnemonic. 3 parts of definition of limit. देखिए लिमिट को डिफाइन करना है. There should be a left hand limit. When limit x goes to a minus, it becomes left hand limit. There should be a right hand limit. Limit x goes to a plus fx, it is the right hand limit. Then left hand limit must be equal to right hand limit. We say limit exists when left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. Next 3 cases are where a limit fails to exist. There are 3 cases where the limit fails. At a vertical asymptote, at a jump discontinuity, third is with a limit at infinity of an oscillatory function. So here the limit fails. 3 parts of definition of continuity. The value of the function must be defined. It should be a finite value. Limit must exist, means when left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, limit exists. Limit exists. And then value should be equal to the limit. Value should be equal to the limit. Then there are 3 types of discontinuity. A removable discontinuity, an infinite discontinuity, a jump discontinuity. 3 cases we discussed. Here it becomes those 3 cases are there. A removable discontinuity, an infinite discontinuity, a jump discontinuity. Let us go to the last one. 3 cases where a derivative fails to exist. At any point of discontinuity, अगर आपको डेरिवेटिव निकालना है तो फंक्शन हैज टू बी कंटिन्यूअस. At a sharp point of a function or cusp, we cannot find the derivative. At a vertical tangent, we can't find it. So this was all about Penta 5, Penta 3s. Now let us go further. Evaluation of limits. Types of limits. Algebraic limits are there. Trigonometric limits are there. logarithmic limits are there, exponential limits are there, miscellaneous limits are there, miscellaneous forms. So, indeterminate forms. There are 7 indeterminate forms where we cannot find the value. It is 0 by 0, infinity by infinity, infinity minus infinity, infinity into 0, 0 raised for 0, infinity raised for 0, 1 raised for infinity. So this is what I wanted to teach you today. I hope you might have understood. A lot of mnemonics I am going to use in future also. And you will find that if you remember these mnemonics, that there are 5 threes. And I have explained why why limit should be converted in the word limil, because there are 2 L. There are 2 properties for limits, 2 things you have to remember for limits. There are 2 I's, you have to remember 2 things about continuity. And M, there's 1 M. M stands for derivatives, slope of the tangent. So I hope you might have understood it. Keep on watching my videos, and I'm very sure if you understand all this, things will become very, very easy for you. Thank you very much. If you like my videos, please do subscribe. Thank you. God bless you. Good night.